everyone, this is Cyber here. I'm here today to bring you to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the video game video. This is my platinum review. As you saw, I got the platinum, and I wanted to do a quick review of my thoughts of the platinum, the trophy list, and just how hard is it, how time consuming is it, and then also talk about what I think of the future of Texas and what I feel of it currently and pretty much everything that's going on with it. So without further ado, let's get into my thoughts about the platinum. So I got roughly over about 200 hours in the game. I did not go all the way up to the level 99. I stopped at 51. I think if it would take me longer, I probably would have been higher, but it didn't. So I did pretty much everything as legit as I could. So the hardest trophies in the game is the Gallow Kills, where you got to get 10 people. Why is it so hard? Well, people can DC, it doesn't count. Even if they're the last victim, it just quits the game and you don't get it. Takes a while, takes time to do that. The other one is pulling people out of places, pulling them out of closets, pretty much anywhere, finding victims in there. You gotta do it, and it takes quite a while. Luckily I did a lot of them early on. When I found out, I was thank God. And the other one is called the Fitzer. Fitzer is you have to turn off the generator, you have to turn on the fuse box, and you got to turn on the valve. Why is that so hard? Well, getting out one essence is already hard enough, depending how good you are at it. You have to get 3 essence open, and no one else can touch it. Why do I say that? Well, it has been proven that if someone else does anything, like put the valve on or put the fuse in, it does not count for you because someone else did something. Now, the generator, I believe, can be turned off. As long as it's turned back on, you can turn it off. Now, don't quote me on it. It hasn't been tested. But I know for if someone opens the fuse box or puts the fuse in, it does not count. Same if someone does the game for you. You have to do all the interaction or it won't count. Same with the valve. No one else can turn it on first. You have to turn it on, and you have to put the valve on. So, yeah. The only other thing that's kind of grindy is Julie's thing. You gotta level that up, and once you get there, it's not so hard. That's the most grindy one besides getting kills or getting shapes of victims, which was the last thing I got, was the shapes of victims, because I didn't play them that much. How hard do I think it is? Well, if you do it legitimately, it's about a 7 difficulty. It is pretty grindy to do some stuff, but it's not too bad. Most of the trophies are not too bad. Now, if you can do it private matches, get to the escapes, doing some like the Fitzer and that kind of stuff. Gallows, not too hard then if you do it in private matches, but I did it as legit as I can. So, yeah. If you don't do it legit, then probably like a 5, then it's not too hard. It's just grinding, that's it. So overall, it's not a bad platinum. So let's get into what my thoughts are on the game. So I have a little list here. I try to do this as legit as I can. Unlocks are a letdown. So after level 50, unlocks for the game, you get unlocks. Each level you go up. They're really not worth it. Unlocks are not in matter really. The higher ones I've heard and I've seen, they're pretty much just the cards. So a lots are really bad. XP for family. XP for family is horrible. You literally have to break everything to get things. You have to close things. And victims can... by the time you're trying to break other stuff and get points, you're not going to get that many points. Victims can get points very easy. They usually get 1,000 each game if they escape or if they do anything in the game. Family, they can kill people, and it might barely get you 1,000 points. So, yeah, they're definitely need a boost. I think they'll be given a boost for that, but we haven't heard anything about that yet. The game is kind of grindy. After you hit level 50, it starts to get really grindy to get leveled up to the higher levels. Victims get more points for being not being stealthy, like stabbing grandpa, stabbing the victim in the back. I feel like they should get more points, like if they're hiding from the family or they're doing things around family, they should get more experience for doing that kind of stuff instead of rushing through everything. That's just the way I think. If they want to reward stealthy play instead of the rush meta. Content in the game It's very lackluster. There's not really that much. That's why a lot of people have gotten bored with it. There's 3 maps at launch. There's 5 victims, 5 family, and you play it for about 2 weeks, couple days, enough. You're gonna get bored if you get bored very easily. Luckily, I'm one that can drive through stuff, and I'm okay with that. But going right now, I don't want to play the game that much. I'll hop on family ever so often, play a few games, and that's about it. Family server-wise, it's not so bad. Like Victim, it is horrible to play Victim right now. It could take up to 20 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes to find a lobby, because people are lobby dodgers. Then they close the lobby and you gotta start over. And it's just a huge mess. Bugs, I ran into plenty of bugs. The biggest one is getting knocked down a ladder and I can't interact with anything, and it's got me killed a couple times. The ladder to heaven, so on. And there's just a good amount of bugs out in the game still, and they have to fix. Johnny has not been fixed. That's the other thing. They said he was fixed, and they only fixed, I think, one little thing. He is still can swing and go fast, and he does a lot of damage real fast. The valve vest is still an issue, especially on Slaughterhouse. And on gas station, it can be an issue too. It's very easy to do it. I really don't have issue with that unless someone camps it. And even then, you could just go to another thing while they're camping it. Alright, so this is going to be the hot topic. DLC pricing and efforts of the DLC. So let's pop up what they just announced, what the clothing packs for each victim. They are $5 each one. If you want each victim, it's $25. There's no bundle deal or anything as far as we know. I don't think there will be. So if you looked at them, they're pretty much one design with color variations. Now, where to go, I'm going to say this before I'll pop this up on the screen. There's a possibility we might be getting family clothing, which I will support that, because we don't have any. The Leatherface is the only one that does. So we could get Sissy, could get Cook, we could get Hitchhiker, we could get Johnny more clothes. I know a lot of people want shirtless Johnny. I don't know if that'll happen. That's a little bit silly, but people want it. So, yeah. Let's talk about what West brought up. Because when people were complaining about the pricing or designing outfits, this is what he said. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but I want to make sure I hit everything. How we make outfits in Texas Chainsaw. Buy a magazine from 1965 to 1973 on eBay. 2. Study ads, shirts, pants, shoes, color, patches, patterns, fabrics, you name it, pretty much, they study it. 3. Start 2D art from rough scratches. 4. Move from 2D to 3D literally 3 times. And 6. Done. Total time for one outfit, 60 days. I find that hard to believe. But let's talk about what else he has said. We don't just clob some BS together and call it an outfit. There are deep research and time goes into every piece. If not from that time period, we throw it out. Google images sucks for finding period appropriate clothes. Magazines from there are key. Then there's a deep discussion about the characters wearing it. Does it match their personality, backstory? Does it really seem like the person would wear this? There's a lot of discussion days on just a shirt or a floral pattern. Excessive, yes, but we believe it matters. Do I believe it takes 60 days to create one outfit? No, I don't. I find it very hard to believe. Now, to create one outfit for each victim in 60 days? Yes, I can see that you do all 5 in 60 days. I can see that. I could see that. But to just have one pattern and say, oh, we're going to change colors, it's not good effort. Now, you're going to say, oh, you're poor, you just don't want to support the devs. I have no problem if they put effort into it. I'll tell you what I put money into. Spider-Man 2 is coming out pretty soon. They have a $10 upgrade to get 4 each skin for each Spider-Man. I looked at the skins, they're super well done, and they give you other stuff to it. And it's $10. That's more than what they're giving me, and they're giving me like 6 outfits, I believe it is, for $5. I'd rather pay the 10 and get good outfits. If they're good, less is more. That's how I look at it. I'd rather have one good outfit than a whole bunch of different colors. Unless you let me swap stuff, but you're not going to let me do that. Plus, you're not here to pay the victim. that you pay the money for. So if let's say I want to buy for Leland because I only play Leland, and I go in and I can't play Leland for 5 matches, I just wasted $5 on something I can't see. It's just the sums of it. Now, I will show you another game that's in the same realm, and they're not a AAA company. They don't have a lot of money behind it. They don't have it's Puppet Master. Let me show you guys what their skins or outfits look like. Here we go. Now, I would put money on that. These skins are worth it. But you can get them with in-game currency. You can't do that in Teslas. I don't get it. But I don't want to keep rambling on about that. The other thing I will say about that, do you remember, guys, Friday the 13th? They had all these packs. They had the Spring Break pack, they had a Motion pack, Costume pack. They had 3 Jasons. One was free even. But they had 2 Jasons that were $3, and you got 3 kills with it. That's a whole character. I know that's back in 2020, 2017, all that. That wasn't that long ago. And I know money has come up and all that kind of stuff. Actually, we have less money nowadays if you look at the economy, but I'm not going to get into that. They were affordable. $1.99, $2 for 10 costumes for each pack. Yeah, I don't get it. Another thing that kind of gets me worried is we have no roadmap for Teslas. No dates have been proven. The only thing they have said so far is that new Leatherface skin kill and skin for the chainsaw is in October. No date, no nothing. We have not got any confirmed for it yet. We have no clue when new content is coming. There's no roadmap. Now, where do I think Tesla's going? Based on the player base right now, because the servers could be a lot better, fixes, that kind of stuff. At the moment, based on what they're doing with bringing the DLC out with the clothing and all that kind of stuff, I feel like they're going to get out what they can get out. I feel like what DLC and what maps we have already talked about and things we already kind of seen, I think that's going to be it for the DLC. I think they might support this for a year and they're done. I don't think they're in for the long haul or Teslas. I think they looked at the player base dropping and they go, I don't think this is a good idea to support this for much longer. That's not to talk bad about the devs because I don't know what they're truly going to do, but that's just my concept based on pricing and just how they're handling everything right now. I don't like talking bad about devs, really don't. I try to support them as best as I can, but I can only do that for so long. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like. Try to be civil down in the comments. Don't be super rude to anyone. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. My opinion is just my opinion. You can disagree. You can say whatever you want. Just don't try to be rude. Try to keep it civil. No saying, well, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to play the game. You're cheap. Anything like that. Skill issues, that kind of stuff. That's not positive. Let's try to be positive with everyone. Everyone's allowed to have opinions and play the game differently. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Thank you for checking out this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe.